Good day and welcome to another episode. I spent the entire day, well, not the entire day, I'm exaggerating here just a bit. I listened to, it was on Zoom, but I wasn't actually watching, I was just listening to a presentation by a very close friend of mine, Lisa Taylor. She did an interview every half hour for nine different people, 9 different transformational people, and it was wonderful. First of all, Lisa is an amazing interviewer. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to keep the thing focused, and when things go sideways, she doesn't get phased in any way, shape, or form. It was really well done. And she had some amazing people on. There are a couple of themes that came out of listening to these various people. And the reason that they're in the type of work that they're in clearly has to do with the fact that something impactful in their lives occurred. And as a result, things shifted. And, I know that about myself in my own life. When I fell apart 35 or so years ago, my life dramatically changed from then on. Absolutely from then on. And all of these people seem to have had not only a dark night of the soul, but also close to near-death type experiences. And it was a wake-up call. And that's what I see going on a global scale at the moment. This is a wake-up call. The second person that was on, regretfully, I don't remember her name at the moment while I am recording this video. Hopefully I'll remember to put it in the comments below. Or the video description. The thing that happened to her, and she became a reverend as the result of it, was she kept getting this voice saying, "Can you hear me now?" And when she started telling that story, I was like, oh God, this is really good. This is really good. Because I believe that's what is being talked about here. I believe that our inner voices are going, "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?" There's this thing going on right now in the world that seems to be, I can be completely wrong on that, but it seems to be that the universe, God, whatever you want to call that extra energy, is saying, "Can you hear me now?" And I think there's a sense in me that more people have woken up. More people have woken up. This year was 2020, the year of vision, the year of seeing things clearly. More people are hearing that question. Can you hear me now? The other theme that I saw in listening to the Zoom call was an overwhelming sense of gratitude from certainly from Lisa, who's the organizer of it all and the interviewer, but also from all of the guests. They really felt grateful. They not only felt grateful to be asked, but they clearly felt grateful for the work that they do. Sometimes I've wondered over the years, why raise my voice? So much of what I talk about, I have learned from listening to other people. And many times, I'm regurgitating what I just learned from somebody else. Because, first of all, that is my deal. I adore learning more. Just adore it. So, there's part of it. I had to pause for a moment. Forgot where I was headed. Anyways, where I was headed was that on more than one occasion, I've just said, well, I don't really need to say anything. Everybody else is saying essentially the same thing. And what I took from listening to that particular series today was everybody has a voice, and my particular voice and your particular voice are designed to be heard by certain people. The people that we are supposed to participate with. Not in terms of globalness. I'm talking about just who we're supposed to connect with. There were several people that I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But therein lies the fact that they're not the messengers to me, but they are the messenger to somebody. So there were people on that Zoom call today that got a message from people that I, was kind of like, okay, well, whatever. But they were heard by somebody, by the people that they were supposed to. And so therefore, me doing these videos, I'm reaching out to the people that I'm supposed to connect with. and they're supposed to hear my message. And if I work with them, hear their message to me. It's so interesting. There's such a running theme. I'm using that term a lot today. There's such a running theme of I don't know it all. I am just a cog, and I don't know the bigger picture. I'm reading this book called Sacred Economics. It's by a person named Charles Eisenstein, who I am studying a lot right now, listening to his podcast, reading more than one of his books at the same time. His books have a lot of depth to them, so I don't try to push myself. But and this book, Sacred Economics, is just under 500 pages, which is something that I typically don't do, read a 500-page book. But what I will say about that is that the 4 pages I sat down and read this afternoon while my dinner was cooking in the Instant Pot once again demonstrated that I don't have the bigger picture going on here. He almost categorically refuted something that I said a few days ago in a video. Now, I'm going to stick by what I said in the video, but I will go, oh, there is another way of looking at this. There is another way of looking at this. And this is the takeaway from listening and somewhat watching the production by my friend Lisa, which, by the way, is called Choose to Be You. And even that is part of what I'm really talking about today, which is my voice is to be heard by certain people. Your voice is to be heard by certain people. We're not here to be heard by everybody. We are cogs in a wheel. However, we do have our own take, and people need to hear who resonate with us. So, where do I go from this? I can tell you, I'm going to stop right now, and I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm just going to show you what it is I'm looking at. And I hope this works. I hope this works. And you get to see what it is that I'm looking at while I record these videos in the evening. I'm kind of happy that I'm doing these evening videos because it's so beautiful out here at night right now. Summary for today. I don't know. You don't know the bigger picture. Are you listening to what the universe is calling you about? Not to do, but about. And I have a voice that needs to be heard by certain people. And you have a voice that needs to be heard by certain people. And if we work together in a coaching situation, then you have a voice that I need to hear. And you have a voice, and I have a voice that you need to hear. I will end with gratitude. Gratitude for today's insights. Gratitude for the beauty that I'm looking at right now. Gratitude for you. Gratitude for me. And with that, thank you so much for listening. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir.